Hello, my name's Alex Philly and you're watching part 28 of my Dragonball Z Legendary Super Warriors Let's Play. This time it's Mystic Gohan versus Boo. Okay, so I'm in some kind of rocky canyon area, which is pretty devoid of life. Let's see what I can do at the moment. Let's start by moving a bit closer. Boo is using his 3-stage attack, so he's obviously trying to get a bit of CC to start the game. Let's see what's going to happen next. So, it's the attack phase. Let's check what cards I have on me. After Image, Champ Belt, Life Preserver and 6-stage attack. So, why don't we start with that first? Another straightforward stage attack, so that should be no problem for a pro like me to enter, hopefully on time and without making any mistakes. That would help a lot. So that's 6 extra CC points. So that gets me a bit closer to using some kind of beam or melee attack. It's kind of interesting that they've made Gohan's eyes red when he goes Mystic, but obviously that's just the whole palette thing going on there. But it looks like maybe they made like a little bit of a mistake in Gohan's palette, because if you have a look closely, it looks like he's got like a red dot on like the front of his face. But again, that's probably palette limitations. It's not like he's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or anything. They've made his outfit a bit too red as well compared to his series outfit. Mystic Gohan doesn't need to go Super Saiyan, so his hair is basically black, even though it still kind of spikes upwards. I haven't really got much to say about Mystic Gohan since I've not really kind of played around with him that much, although in some of the games he's quite a strong form. It's similar to Future Gohan from Future Trunks' time. It's kind of interesting that in some of the later movies they don't show his mystic form at all and just go Super Saiyan, so obviously there's controversy and reasons behind that, so maybe some people forgot like the mystic form exists, or maybe it can only be used in certain times. Wouldn't be the first time that major details were forgotten about over the course of time. I've put my After Image on, so I'm going to block any future beam or melee attacks. So that should be useful. I'm going to use my Masenko first to deal a bit of basic damage before we get into the more heavy hitting attacks. And it doesn't look like Boo's done anything, and he's taken the attack full force, and it's taken him to about 60% health, so we're doing quite well so far. And at the moment I have 5 CC left, so I could do with getting some more, so I'll probably use some more stage attacks. Boo is charging up now, so he's probably going to prepare to use some kind of beam attack. Possibly Super E-Ball or one of his other kind of energy moves. He sometimes uses the Galactic Donuts or Ghost Kamikaze attack, but that's kind of rare, I suppose. But sometimes they use it, but that's quite easily dodged and avoided. Right, 6-stage attack, so let's get some CC, and Boo's not doing anything at the moment, so that's good. He could even use Super Kamehameha as well. It's interesting to note that in this form of Boo, the length of that hair bob at the back depends on whether Gotenks is basically in Super Saiyan 3 mode or not, or if they're fused together, which is quite interesting, because previously the Boo hair bob was quite a lot shorter. Seems hair length varies from character to character in this program. Alright, so he's using his 6-stage attack now, so he's going to get some CC, so that's obviously something to be wary of. Let's see what happens here. My health is still quite high at the moment. And it's the attack phase. So it's already turn 5 and I've got his health down to half of that, so that's pretty good. I'm going to try using my continuous punches to do some damage here. Boo's not managed to block that, so that's obviously good for me. So that's taken him down a little bit, but by how much? Alright, that's taken him down to about quarter health, so that's quite good. It's quite funny that when you stun the enemy, you see stars above people's heads. Kind of makes me wonder where that comes from. Probably some kind of physical thing related to bashing one's head, and you kind of see bright lights. And he's using the SGK attack, so that's going to hurt if it hits, but I managed to do the auto block with the After Image, and that's only done about quarter health damage, so that's not too bad. Right, I've got a few things here, so I'm going to try using Continuous Punch again. And hopefully this will do quite a bit of damage. It's probably going to do about 25% damage. Boo's using Breath, so he's trying to block my beam, but I've not used a beam. and I've knocked him across, and I've managed to take his health completely down, and that's a win. So that kind of took me by surprise, so that's good. And what cards have we got? Just standard cards, not really worth going into these. And that's the end of that battle. Okay, so Boo's saying that it's stupid, and Gohan's annoyed that Boo keeps reviving all the time, and Dende keeps trying to heal Gohan all the time, but Boo decides he wants to stop that, so he's going to try and blow Dende up. But what's this? Dende's still alive. Yes, he's still alive. And it was because of Tien. Tien managed to stop the attack. He says that Gohan looks great. Boo says he's annoyed at all the small flats appearing, so he's going to wipe them all out. He's trying to use some energy attacks, which doesn't look good. Dende's surprised. And Goku appears to throw some kind of destructor disc at Boo. I don't remember him learning that. So Goku's back, but Gohan thought he couldn't return, and Goku says that Elder Kai managed to restore his life. Story 29, Goku revived, save the universe. Save the universe, save the world. Goku, that's incredible. Boo says we've met before, haven't we? And the tables have turned. But Goku has a plan to make himself strong by using the Potara earring. He uses Potara to fuse with me, but Boo obviously doesn't want to let them unite. And Gotenks' ki has fallen, so he's weaker. And Boo has a plan B, so what he's going to do is absorb Mystic Gohan. So he's going to gain all of Gohan's abilities and skills, which makes this a big problem for Goku. And he says it's great, and this power-up has no time limit, so he's going to stay strong. So now Goku is in trouble, and his only options are to fuse with Dende or Hercule, and that's simply not going to work. And Goku says there's no point in going from a little bit of increased power, or he could get weaker. Goku's struggling, so he has no idea what to do. So he's got no choice, and then he suddenly senses Vegeta's ki. So then he teleports to Supreme Kai's planet. Turns out that Vegeta was revived, so now he's back to life, and he can assist Goku in the fusion with the earrings. So they've forgiven him for all the bad things he did. He restored his soul and his body. He says Vegeta there's no time. He wants him to put the Potara earring on his ear so he can fuse. And Vegeta's saying, I can't do it. It's a matter of pride. And Goku's saying that's his only option, otherwise the whole universe is going to die. Plus the fact that Vegeta's already dead anyway, so they might as well give this thing one last go. And Boo's killed everyone already as well. And he finally manages to convince Vegeta to put the Potara earring on, and then they can fuse. And then Goku says, oh, by the way, when we fuse, we're going to be together forever. And Vegeta says, why did you tell me that now? So he's not happy. And with both of the earrings on, they both fuse together to become a single person. And they're called Vegito and Super Vegito when they use their Super Saiyan powers. Alright, so that is the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.